The economy is the dominant issue in the media at the moment. Banks are in crisis, people are losing jobs and pensions, big bonuses are being paid out where they shouldn't be, and all the time the politicians are looking for someone to blame for the state we're in. The Labour Party is very quick to point out the measures it's already taken to prevent a recession impacting on us. They say they've created a guaranteed credit scheme which will prevent people's homes being repossessed if they can't keep up the payments. They also say they've increased the number of people in self-employment. However, the Liberal Democrats and the Conservatives have their own views on how to handle the recession. The Liberal Democrats have suggested the only way to handle the recession is for the government to become shareholders of the major banks. That way they can directly control the bank's actions and prevent any irresponsibility. The Conservatives are pointing to tax as the solution. They want to freeze the rate of council tax for 2 years if they're elected, and they said they'll increase income tax on the rich while lowering it on the poor, effectively freeing up more disposable cash. Now, the young people are a group particularly likely to be affected by the recession. They might find university funding hard to get hold of. They may find part-time or full-time jobs hard to come by. And if one of their parents is laid off, well, there can be problems and they'll have to make sacrifices in their personal lives. We wanted to know how the recession is affecting the young people here in London, so we've been along to ask a couple how it's going. What's your impressions of the state of the economy at the moment in the recession?
It's not looking good. It's getting worse. It's not getting any better, so it's better to do something about it soon.
I'm quite worried. I'm quite scared, really, for the future. I'm graduating in just a year, so I'm a little bit worried how it will work with getting a job and everything. So
I've had to get a part-time job. I mean, it doesn't pay very well, just pays above minimum wage, and it's not very helpful.
I've never really had a problem with employment, but I quit uni and I've come back to London and now I'm finding it really hard to find a job.
It's quite affecting us quite a bit. To be honest with you, I can't really get a work experience anywhere. It's quite hard to get any job placements, and like actual temporary jobs just aren't really there.
What about the government? Are they doing enough to help people out of the recession?
I think they're trying. I get the impression that no one really knows what is the best way to get out of it at the moment, and they're just going through as many options as they can.
You hear about them giving this guy so many millions of pounds for his pension, and you think, well, where are they getting this money from? That's coming from my dad, me when I was working. It's a bit annoying, to be honest with you. I think the money could be spent in a bit better places. But
I honestly don't think that there's any obvious ways that they're helping students. Well, in my opinion, obviously they help school children, but once you reach university level, you're very much on your own.
what if the economy gets even worse and then people will be left with really bad pays, no way of saving money, and in the end they'll be left even worse off?
Okay, so is it as bad as everyone's making out?
I think it seems to be kind of self-perpetuating. The trouble is there's a lot of people who did get lent money to that can't pay it back, and it now means that other people who probably could have got money before now can't, and so everybody's up the creek.
Well, there you have it. That's what the politicians have said about the recession. The opposition's made their own arguments, and we've heard how the recession is directly affecting young people here in London. Now it's up to you across the rest of the country to let us know what's being done about it and how it's affecting you. Drop us a line at catch21.co.uk.